Hey, what is going on, guys? Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys this week's Top 5 Tuesday, but instead of 5, I wanted to bring you guys 10 of the most anticipated Air Jordans left to release in 2017. Thought this would be a fun list to cover. Actually, I wanted to go ahead and do the top 5 Air Jordans that we love this year so far, but there's so many more that are releasing that I just figured I'd just do this video instead. There's been a lot of great releases thus far, as I was just mentioning. We've seen the Royal ones, the Satin ones, which was a nice surprise that nobody was able to cop. We've seen the Cos 4s, the Sequoia 5s, and 8s. If you guys don't know already, it's really hard to confirm the releases for the rest of the year because Jordan Brand doesn't really disclose what they're actually dropping, so it makes it a little bit difficult to do a list. So a lot of these are just rumored, but hopefully some of these will come to fruition later in the year, and hopefully you guys enjoy this list. So real quick, if you guys did not know, my sneaker collection is available now for sale on Shoeseum's Instagram page. Check the link in the description if you guys want to go check out what's still available. And he'll be listing more and more stuff through the entire week, so if you guys want to check that out, feel free. Let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get into the top 10, there's actually 2 runner-ups I need to cover. This is definitely one of them, and I have these early, and I didn't do a video on these yet. Just got these in hand before I started filming this. Big, huge thank you to Champ Sports for sending me these. I did not know that they were sending me them, and I'm really excited that I actually ended up getting these from them, and even the fact that I got them early was even better. This is the Air Jordan 11 Low in that Columbia, Carolina, Legend Blue, whatever colorway you want to call it. So I will be posting links to these when they drop on 4/15. Check my Instagram, Twitter, and my website, CollectiveKicks.com for more information about these. But thank you, Champs, again. The original release date was actually 2001 when these dropped, so the fact that we're getting them like 16 years later is pretty cool. And a fan favorite that is actually returning in a timely return, obviously because of the Carolina colorway. So the next runner-up is the Chutney 13s, and I think it's going to be a successful release. It is a low-top model for the 13s, and it has kind of a funky colorway. I don't know if it's really going to be appealing to the masses. They actually originally released in 1998 and were only $130. And it's definitely a colorway that I'm interested in because I kind of like those browns and those kind of earth tones, but I don't think the masses are going to like it as much. So it will be interesting to see how many pairs of those Jordan Brand actually brings to the table. But let's go ahead and get into it. My top 10 list for this week, starting off at number 10. We have the Pure Money 4. So I think that this one might not sell out because they've just been releasing too many Air Jordan 4s this year. However, this colorway is pretty sick. All white colorway. You pull down the back tab, it does say Pure Money on it, or at least the original ones did. A fun fact about the original ones that released in 2005, they actually came with a poster. It was actually my first pair of Air Jordans that I doubled up on, and I really wanted a double up so I can have one to rock and one to stock. I still have one beat up pair in my garage right now. The rumored release date is 5/13 on the Pure Money 4s. Moving on to the number 9 spot, we have the Air Jordan 13 and 14 DMP. And it's funny how people say DMP Pack because it's like DMP stands for Defining Moments Pack, and then you say Pack. So it's like Defining Moments Pack. But I'm guilty of that as well. I'm not sure what the price point is going to be on this pack, but it looks like some really nice colorways with the Air Jordan 13s and the Air Jordan 14s. My favorite of the two actually is the 14s. I really think that those ones look amazing. Hopefully it's going to be a sleeper pack. It's definitely one where I'm interested in. If you haven't seen the box, it has kind of a playbook style drawing on the top of the last shot, which is basically the last shot that Michael Jordan took in a Bulls uniform. And he took those in the Air Jordan 14 as well. So I believe defining moments means that there's moments that are defined, and that's one of the moments that they're obviously covering in this pack. The real details about the pack I don't think has been disclosed at this point, and so more information to come on that. That pack is rumored to be releasing 6/17. We'll see if those rumors are true as well, and it's definitely one that I have my eyes on. Number 8 spot goes to the Air Jordan 3 in the Black Cat colorway. The Black Cat 3s is definitely kind of a fan favorite colorway. Excited to see these ones retro again. The original release was in 2007. So the rumor has it the Black Cat 3s are going to be a holiday release coming up in December, so we'll see if that comes true. For the number 7 spot, Flint Gray 13s as well as the Playoff 13s. Both actually probably 2 of my favorite colorways of the Air Jordan 13s. Those in the He Got Games. I really like all of those colorways, but I think both of these will probably be pretty big sellouts. They originally released in 1998 for $150. Also, if you guys did not know, the playoffs were worn in the All-Star game in 1998. Moving on to the number 6 spot, we have the Katrina 3s, which is kind of an interesting one because they never had an original release. It was actually a fundraiser that they did for the Hurricane Katrina victims, and they ended up auctioning off some pairs back in the day. It was rumored a couple years ago that they might be releasing, but the rumor has resurfaced and supposedly they're going to be dropping this year. I don't know if it's true. I'd be surprised if Jordan Brand actually did this though, because it's kind of like creating a bunch of hype around a limited product that was used to serve the purpose of a donation for a natural disaster, and basically taking that limited hype and selling it to the masses for a profit later. I think that that's that's kind of like a fishy move. I'm not really sure if it's going to happen, but it is on my list because it's definitely one that has a lot of attention to a lot of Air Jordan 3 fans. I had to take my hat off. It's getting too hot in here, man, these lights. The number 5 spot goes to Drake's OVO 8-pack that is rumored to be releasing soon. Drake actually posted some pictures on Instagram, so we don't really know when. He just said soon. The pack features that Kentucky blue sort of color, and it's known as the CALIPARI. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's the CALIPARI pack from what he said. And for those fans of the OVO line, the hype is probably going to be there regardless if you like the colors. I personally don't think they look that great, but the hype is there, and it does say OVO, so people are going to jump on it. And it has Drake's name, which is, he's pretty much the biggest artist in the world right now. So that pack is definitely going to be hyped up, but only the number 5 spot on my list. So the number 4 spot on the list goes to the Holiday Air Jordan 11, which we don't really even know what it's going to look like yet. That's why it's really tough, but we know that Jordan Brand has historically done every single year a Christmas release, like a week or two before Christmas. Who knows what's going to happen this year, but there's a couple rumors. One, it's going to be a navy-ish sort of Air Jordan 11. The other rumor is that those Mellow 11s, man, every single year, that Mellow 11 rumor comes back, and it's back again this year. So will we see a quick strike Mellow 11 release or not? I really don't know, but we do know that Jordan Brand does do the Air Jordan 11 launch for the holidays, so I have to put it on my list just because Jordan Brand always brings a dope colorway regardless, in my opinion. If it's an original colorway, a retro colorway, or a brand new colorway like the 7210s or the Gammas, they knock it out of the park every single year. And in fact, if you guys didn't know, the Space Jam 11s was the #1 selling pair of sneakers for Nike, not Jordan Brand, Nike in general, ever. Like, it was the biggest selling sneaker ever. So that goes to tell you they made a ton of pairs of those shoes. They sold all of them, and the hype is there. So, I mean, a commanding force that Jordan Brand is. I mean, they must have made 1 million pairs of those to make that much money off of those things. So it's definitely one that I couldn't ignore from this countdown. That's why it's in the number 4 spot. So the number 3 spot goes to the Air Jordan 1 in the Wings colorway. Definitely really looks cool, in my opinion. Probably not a hit for everybody, but has kind of a really funky vibe to the Air Jordan 1. But they're rumored to be limited to 19,400 pairs, and they're all individually marked. So that'll be interesting to see how those release. Also, we don't have a release date for those at this point. Number 2 spot goes to the PSNY Air Jordan 12. Rumor has it there's 3 different colorways out there. I don't know if they're all releasing or what. The wheat colorway definitely looks nice though, and the kind of burgundy colorway looks dope. Don't know what's actually releasing. Rumor has it they're coming out in summertime. If you don't know what PSNY stands for, it stands for Public School New York, and it's like a collaboration with PSNY and Jordan Brand. From the images that we've seen, the quality on these ones look really nice as well. So definitely excited to see these drop. I'm imagining the price point still being pretty high, $225 or whatever it was. All right, so moving on to the number 1 spot, the Dornbecker Air Jordan collaboration that will be happening in probably November timeframe, maybe December if they're delayed. And we don't even know, it's a Dornbecker Air Jordan blank. We don't know what model it is, but it'll be interesting to see what model they actually have. The Air Jordan 11 would be crazy. I don't think that's going to end up happening. Maybe the 12. I'm not really sure what model it's going to be. Or is Jordan Brand going to go back for the very first time and use the same model again? I mean, they've done it with other models, the Air Max 95s, an example, the Nike Dunks, Air Force Ones. They have multiple different Dornbecker versions for the patients that design them in future years. So the Jordan Brand is the only one they've only done one per model. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually do the coveted 11 or what ends up happening with that this year. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's going to happen or not? I honestly don't know, but I'm excited to see whatever the kids end up producing again. I'm actually going to be going to a Dornbecker event, I think in the next month, that they have the designers from Nike and they talk about the process with the kids, and I hopefully will be covering that in a video for you guys. But that's pretty much my top 10 that I can't wait for in 2017. Obviously, this is not going to be a complete list. There's going to be a bunch of stuff that maybe doesn't release, and something else really, really cool is going to be releasing instead. It's really hard to say at this point because we just don't know. But this is my best stab at what we know at this point, the date of this video. So hopefully it is somewhat accurate, and we'll see. It'll be fun to look back and see what actually unfolds this year. If there's any other sneakers that you guys are anticipating in 2017 that I just missed from this list, just leave a comment, let me know what they were, and let other people know as well. Anyways, that's all we have for this video. If you guys have been missing my videos lately, go check my channel, click the videos button, and just sort through the videos and find one that you think looks appealing. Maybe check it out. If you guys are also interested in any of the other Top 5 Tuesday videos on my channel, check the playlist that you can see on the screen right now, and you can go pop through and see some of those videos. Appreciate you guys' support on the channel, and more content soon. Thank you all. Peace.